everyone, so today we're going to be talking all about hair color and how to make it last longer. This is one of the most frustrating things that I have dealt with is when you go to the salon and pay tons of money to have such beautiful hair color and then it fades within just a week or two or however long you usually go. I usually go 6 weeks between my color, and by the 6th week it used to be very faded to where it just faded to brown. So I typically get a pretty vibrant color. I have a brunette color mixed with some violet and red. I was getting a lot more red before and that fades really fast. So it's always the rich pigments that fade really fast and I end up with just the undertone, which is just the brunette color, which is fine, but it was still frustrating. I didn't have that bright, vibrant color throughout the entire 6 weeks. So my biggest tip, whether if you have curly hair or straight hair, is to wash your hair less often. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be talking the most about in this video. I'm kind of gearing this towards curly hair because that's what I do have, and that's the most struggle I feel like to wash your hair less, just because we do use so many products and stuff, and curls look better after they are wet and then restyled. So it's not like straight hair where you can just use a dry shampoo. So if you have straight or wavy hair, that is what I would recommend. Get a really good dry shampoo. I like the Batiste one. That one's pretty great too. There's some drugstore options, I think, like the Dove one is good as well, just to remove some of that oil so you can prolong your hair between washes and you can just restyle it. But for curly hair, it's hard because you want to rewash your hair to remove those products and product buildup to where you can reshape your curls and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you just how I like to style my hair. So I first start off with the Aveda Color Conserve shampoo and conditioner. So I have this here. And I used to just use whatever hair products that I was liking at the time, but I discovered these after my hairstylist gave me a sample and I just fell in love. I do go to an Aveda salon, so it really helps. It's very important to use the shampoo and the conditioner that are made to help that particular brand of hair color last longer because they're formulated for that. So these are the Aveda Color Conserve. It's the shampoo and the conditioner. All Aveda shampoos are sulfate free. You have to be using a sulfate free shampoo if you want your hair color to last longer, especially if you have curls. It's really important because it's not going to strip the color out. It's going to be very mild and gentle. Even if you're using, say, just like a regular drugstore shampoo that's not sulfate free, it might say color safe, and a lot of them do say color safe even if they are sulfate free, but they're not going to actually help add pigment or hold on to that pigment that's in your hair. So there's a difference between color conserve and color safe. So that's why I switched to these. I've already seen a difference. You also use less product too, so if you're spending more on like high-end products like this, you're actually going to use less because you're shampooing less often. I went the entire 6 weeks on a little tiny sample bottle that my stylist gave me of the Color Conserve. That's how little I shampooed my hair. I try to push it to every 3 to 4 days, which is really hard for me. If you guys know, I used to wash my hair every day, and then I went to every other day, and now I'm trying 3 and 4 days. 4 is ideal, so that can be a struggle. Now these aren't 100% necessary, but they are also good products that are part of the Color Conserve line, so the more that you do, the more likely you're going to prevent that color from fading. This is the strengthening treatment. This is like a leave-in treatment. You don't have to use this every single day. This helps protect from UV damage. That's also something that can fade your hair color is the sun. So any type of UV rays, especially with spring and summertime right now, your hair is going to be exposed to more sun if you're swimming in at the beach and stuff, which can really fade your hair. So this has a protein complex, penetrates, helps strengthen and repair hair. It says naturally derived sunscreens protect from UV fadage. So it says to shampoo first and then leave this on your hair for like 2 to 5 minutes. I used this the other day and I loved it so much. It made my hair very moisturized feeling. And then this is the Color Protect. This is a daily leave-in treatment. So I kind of use this as my leave-in conditioner. So when I get out of the shower after I have my hair up in a t-shirt or whatever, I take it down and I apply some of this before I go in with the rest of my regular styling products. So this has Color Conserve Complex. Our powerful botanical fusion includes larch tree and green tea extracts, wintergreen and cinnamon bark oils. Triple protects your hair color by helping seal in color, fortifying with antioxidants, help prevent color loss, prevent against UV fadage too. So even if you're not like baking out in the sun, just exposing your hair to the regular sunlight day to day during your normal daily routine can still fade your hair. So these have been great. I've already seen an improvement. I did take some before and after pictures before I got my hair colored. I will show you guys some other pictures that I had taken a couple days before, which my hair color pretty much looked the same to me. I didn't notice any difference in fadage or anything like that. It still looked very vibrant, but you can see I did have the regrowth in my roots. So another thing you want to do is protect your hair, like I said, from UV damage and also from heat damage. So this is a heat protectant. This is the Aveda Brilliant Damage Control. This helps protect from thermal and UV damage, reduce breakage for all hair types. So even if you have straight hair, this is going to be great. If you straighten your hair, use any kind of hot tools, this is essential. I also just spray it all over my hair if I'm going to be out in the sun or anything like that, because it's going to help prevent it from fading. Reducing the amount of heat styling that you do is not only going to be good for your hair, but it's also going to help prevent fading as well. Even just using hot water in your shower, I was reading online about how hot water actually, you know, opens up the cuticle. That's why they always say to rinse your hair in cold water, because that seals things in and reduces like breakage and split ends. But the same goes for color. So if you're rinsing your hair and washing your hair in really hot water, it's opening up that cuticle. You're stripping it with your shampoos, and then it's just left like that too. So it's going to help, you know, prevent all that fading if you rinse your hair in cold water or just wash it in cool water. I think it said online like you could just use room temperature and it would be fine. Another thing that I was researching about is how hard water, or chlorine obviously, can fade your hair. So if you have hard water, which I do here at this house, but we do use like a softener, I believe, so hopefully it's not too bad. But different minerals, and especially chlorine, if you are on city water, then it's without a doubt you probably have chlorine in it. So if you can get like a shower head filter, I've seen this before, I definitely want to get one of those, but it filters out all that stuff, so it's going to help prevent your hair from fading. So now let me go ahead and get into actually how I style my second day hair to help reduce, you know, the amount of time that I wash my hair. First of all, it's important if you have curly hair to wear a silk hair cap to sleep. This is by Slaps, or satin lined hair caps. I wear this every single night. So this basically makes it to where when I have freshly styled hair, which I did yesterday, when I woke up this morning and took my hair out of this, it still looked really good. So that led to me not being as like tempted to wash it and restyle it, because it still looked pretty good from the day before. So I'm just going to quickly walk you through actually what I do on my second day hair. I haven't done an updated one of these in a long time, so I thought I would show you. Basically, I just use any kind of leave-in conditioner. I'm just using up this one right now from Living Proof. So I just put a little bit into my palms, and then I also wet my palms. So I just use water and a little bit of a leave-in conditioner just to detangle with my fingers. So I'm not completely running my fingers through my hair like a comb. I'm just kind of separating the curls and feeling for knots and kind of pulling them apart. And I'm also using my hands to scrunch them to shrink those curls back up. So depending on the type of hair products that you use in your normal styling routine, if you use like a gel or something, you might not need to reapply anything. Just adding that water can reactivate those products. But if you're like me, I just use really lightweight curl creams and stuff, so I do have to go in with a product afterwards to add some product back so it's not too frizzy. So I use the Garnier Curl Shape Spray Gel. I love this stuff so much because it's really lightweight. It doesn't make my hair too crunchy or anything. I just spray some into my palms and I use that to scrunch through my hair. I don't apply it all over my hair, and I also don't apply too much. I try to use it really sparingly. I just go over areas that look like they are pretty frizzy, and this helps just to redefine those curls and shrink them up. You could now go in with a diffuser if you want to, but I like to avoid heat styling, so I just wait for my hair to air dry while I do my makeup. So this is usually about 15 to 20 minutes. So when I come back after I have let my hair air dried, you can see that it's a little bit stringy just from that curl shape gel, and it's a tiny bit crunchy, and I do have some frizzy areas. So this is when I go in and actually touch it up. So I just wet my hands again, and I just use a little bit of water to scrunch the ends. That way it kind of releases some of that crunchiness and just makes them soft again, helps shrink them back up. And then I can see where I still need a little bit more product. So areas that I might have missed before because my hair was wet at the time, it's hard to tell where you actually need more product. So I wait for it to dry, and then I can see where I need to add a little bit if I have any frizzy areas. So then this is what I'm actually left with. You can't even tell that it's second day hair. It just looks a lot less frizzy to me, and it doesn't look like I slept on it or anything, and it's also not tangled underneath, because that's something that just drives me nuts when it's tingly underneath. So that also helps. I can even do the same routine on the third day, which this is a little bit harder for me to get away with because then my curls are not as bouncy and stuff. So I try to do this. It just depends on how my hair looks. It's different every single day, so whatever I'm feeling. If I don't like how it looks, I just throw the top of it up. So I usually just take a few pieces here and I just pin them up with a clip, like a little tiny poof, or I just pin some pieces back. There's a million different really easy hairstyles you can do just to prevent yourself from wanting to wash it. So that's what I usually do on like the third day, or I just do the same routine and leave it. And since my hair is curly, and you guys know this, if you have curly hair, it doesn't produce hardly any oil. It takes a long time for it to get oily, so I don't have any trouble with that, so I don't need to use a dry shampoo. So then on the 4th day, this is when I'm really pushing it and I feel like I have a lot of hair product in my hair, I'll just throw it up in a bun or something like that. So then if you really want to push it longer, and this is actually how I started to get used to washing it less, is I would just kind of rinse my hair in the shower on like the 2nd or 3rd day. Probably like the 3rd day is when I do this. So instead of actually washing my hair with shampoo, I would just rinse it out and then add some conditioner and detangle it in the shower. That way I can restyle it, I can use the diffuser. It's basically like redoing my hair, but I'm skipping the shampoos. But there's lots of hairstyles. There's even some I've done, I will link for you guys down below. Just really easy, simple hairstyles that you can do just to prevent you from wanting to wash your hair. So another thing that I just wanted to mention is something that my hairstylist tried when I was telling her that I was having issues with fading, is she actually tried shampooing my hair first before I actually got my hair colored. So that stripped all of the oils and excess hair products, especially since I was on like my 4th day or something, removed all of those hair products so the color could really penetrate into my hair. And that helped a lot too, because I definitely noticed a difference when she did it that way. So that is all the tips that I have. I might do a little recap on the blog post that goes with this video if you want to check it out, just kind of some shortened tips or things that I found online when researching or something. I've noticed a huge difference in my hair, so I will definitely have pictures and stuff so you guys can see. So I hope this helped you guys out. Please let me know in the comments if you have any tips on how you keep your hair color from fading, or if you have anything on how you just prolong your hair between washes, whether if it's curly or straight. Especially if you have straight hair, definitely let us know in the comments down below, because I'd love to get some insight for my straight haired girls out there. So thank you guys so much for watching. All the products I used will be listed on the blog post that goes with this video, as well as any discount codes I can find for you guys. So that will be the first link in the description box down below. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye everyone. Hey everyone, today is finally time to go through empty. So these are products that I have used up. I haven't done one in about a month or two, so I'll be sure to link the playlist of the other ones down below if you